guys, welcome back. It's windy as heck. We're about to get a storm. This will be my first fishing outing of 2018. So, got my fingers crossed. I got my little boat hooked up along the backside of my brand new birthday present from my lovely wife. She got me a Honda Pioneer 700. It's a good woman. So anyway, come along with me. Hope we catch something good. We'll see what happens. Maybe they're biting. See ya. I'm going to use two techniques today. One is a KVD 1.5 green gizzard shad shallow running crankbait. I did very well on this last spring, so this is the first thing I'm going to try to stir up that hard rock bottom. And the second tactic I'm going to try is I'm going to mix it up between a Zoom 6-inch lizard, which looks like that, and I'm also going to try a grande bass rattlesnake, which looks like this. I'm using a tungsten bullet weight and a 3/0 hook to get that down there. Tungsten provides great sensitivity as well as combining it with fluorocarbon gives me great sensitivity. So that's what I'm going to do today. I hope you can hear me with all the wind. We're going to focus on those two techniques. I'm not going to stay very long because the rain will be here in about 2 hours, but I wanted to come out and try it. Take you guys along with me and just see what I can do. So here we go. And clarity is obviously an issue. I swapped over to a similar bait to the green gizzard shad, but this one's got rattles in it. And just then, I didn't realize I had a bite, and I didn't set the hook and kind of just barely gaffed him in the mouth, I guess you could say, and I got him almost to the boat and he came off. So immediately I was able to generate a strike, and I was getting some hits on a plastic bait, but they weren't hanging on to it. So I just don't think the fish are quite ready in this spot. So what I may do after I cast here a little bit longer, I may kind of turn a leaf and go on over to the docks over there and see if I can drum up something around some of that structure. There's one. Yay! You ain't gonna believe this. I didn't catch a bass. Wasn't what I... Uh-oh, almost lost my pole. Bear with me. Wasn't really what I was looking for, but that is a fat crappie. And since this is a bass lake and it's not really that big, our neighborhood association wants these big boys out of here because they will very quickly overrun a lake. Look how fat that thing is. I got something to eat tonight, so that is a good thing. Big old fat crappie. I can live with that. That's awesome. Yay. There's another one. I don't know what this is. It's another crappie. Good Lord have mercy. Well, ow! Well, there you go. Look at here. Look at that slab. Well, I'm gonna keep fishing for crappie then, I guess. Dang. Okay. Didn't bring a stringer, so. Wow. Keep doing what I'm doing. See what happens. hanging around these bushes up here on the bank. There's another. Ooh, that might not be a crappie. All right, guys, this is whatever this is big. That's not a crappie. Nice, nice bass. That joker struck gold and took off. Stop it. Yeah, this is a good one. All right. Hang on, big boy. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Son. All right, this is where you got it. This is where you got to use caution, because I got a mouthful of treble hooks. It's unreal, guys. All right. I got crappie jumping in the boat. Just starting to get upset with myself. Here we go. Look here. Bam. That is a solid, I don't know, I'd say he's about 3 pounds, 3 or 4 pounds. Super excited. I was sitting here for the longest time not catching anything. I even lost my favorite crankbait. And I was getting very frustrated. But swapping over to a bait, excuse me, a bait that actually had a rattle in it because this water is so muddy, paid off. I caught 2 big slab crappies and I caught this nice bass here. You can see the belly on that thing. They're very, very healthy here. So, it's a sweet smell. So, first bass of 2018. I'm excited. Stop it. All right. Now here's something that's weird. I caught both species of fish basically in the same spot of about 10 foot wide, and I'm only 30, 40 feet from the bank. I'm taking short casts. What I actually did was I moved in towards the shoreline a little bit to get out of the wind, because I was really, really battling the wind at one point. But right now I feel like I'm stationed off from the wind a little bit and I have a little bit of protection. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay right here and I'm gonna keep casting in this vicinity, because I've missed, there's another one. I've missed, this is a good fish too. I've missed fish, oh my gosh, that is a big one. I've missed fish and I've, oh, that's even bigger than the last one, guys. And I don't even have a net. Oh, I don't care. That's exciting to me. That is so fun. I have same spot, guys. Same, absolutely, literally the same spot I caught those other fish. This is insane. I was wondering if they were going to be staged up here on this. What I'm dealing with is a gravel bottom right out here, and this is basically where I'm catching these fish. That not only do I have the sound of the rattle, but that bait is smacking the bottom, and it's really aggravating those fish to the point that they're coming up and just absolutely hammering it. That was probably about a 5 or 6 pound fish. I'm not kidding. All right, so I'm sitting right here and I'm throwing this soft plastic, and I just had one stop me in my tracks and walk off with it, and then he obviously just had the tail end of it. But it's one of those bites that just goes boom, just stops you dead in your tracks. There he is again. Hope he's got it. Get tension on him. Yep, got him. Oh yeah, he's a good one. You know, when they're playing with it like that for just a little bit on a soft plastic, I'm going to try to let them walk with it for just a second. It's hard to do sometimes because you're scared they're going to swallow it and it's going to harm the fish, especially when you're catch and release. He kind of swallowed this one too. So what I'm going to have to do is dig this one out a pretty fair bit, I believe. Let's see. Get this out of the way so I can see what's happening. No, he's okay. It's not bad. A lot of times what you can do is, especially if, see what I do out here oftentimes is I'll flatten out my barb sometimes when I'm catching and releasing. That way these fish, if I do get it in them kind of deep, I won't tear them up when I bring the hook back through. So that's kind of what I was doing today, was leaving the barb flat. You can see here, that's a decent bass, about a pound. Nice and fat, and just slowed down a little bit. I was getting hit up there on the bank with a crankbait, and then I swapped over to that lizard, and he'd pick it up every once in a while. But they're coming in and out of this pocket throughout the day, obviously. You know, I've been here, I cut the camera off for about 30 minutes or so and didn't really get any bites, and then I started seeing a little bit more activity again. So that's telling me that they're just kind of phasing in and out. The way I rig my Texas rig worms and lizards, this is a 3/8 ounce tungsten weight. Strike King makes them. They're a little bit on the expensive side, but you can't match it with, the sensitivity is unmatched. As you can see, I've flattened out my barb here, but I just feed that hook through the lizard at the bend, come through, I push it up on this offset shank. Sometimes I fish with a wide gap, but today I didn't feel like changing. And I just bury the tip of that hook in that lizard so it's fairly straight, and when it's on the bottom with that hook, that tail just kind of floats up and they like to grab it. So that's how I like to. There's one. Nice swimming at the boat. It's another. It might be about the same size as the last one, maybe a little bit bigger. That's about the same. I got him hooked a little bit better. And there you go. I needed this today. Typically, when you're fishing the pre-spawn, you'll catch a lot of these little male bass. Not quite as huge. The females tend to be significantly bigger and full of eggs, but these are some healthy fish. Smells good to me. A lot of people don't like the smell of fish. I love it. Healthy fish. There's one right there. Did the same thing. Got them swimming at the boat. Catch up, catch up. That might be another crappie on a lizard. That is a crappie on a lizard. That is a tank crappie. That one might be bigger than the other two. God. Look at this, guys. Uh-oh, losing my pole. Look at that. Well, I got some crappie to eat for supper. Hot dog. Look at that. Can you believe that? Wow. Join the crowd, big boy. I got a slew of crappie in this boat, guys. Wow. When's the last time you caught a crappie on a soft plastic like a lizard or a worm? I don't think it's ever happened to me. It happened to my buddy Bo out here last summer. Wow, that's insane to me. That's exactly where I caught the other two crappie. I got another one. I just turned the camera off to save battery. Coming across the same spot using the same technique, dragging it across those rocks. And I can't tell how big this bass is, but I think it's a nice one. Yeah, it's nice. Man, I needed this today. All right, big boy, come here. Wow. Yeah, he took all of that one. All right, let's see if I can't get this guy out. Get him released. Yep. Even though he swallowed it, I don't have a barb on my hook, so you see no blood. I mean, it was down in his gullet, so I highly recommend if you're going to be catching and releasing, just go ahead and shave your barb down. It saves you a lot of heartache. It preserves the number of fish in your lake by not harming them or killing them. That is a healthy fish. Whoa. So I'm excited, guys. I've caught 3 or 4 bass, 4 or 5 bass. Had a really big one that didn't get to the boat, and I've caught 3 crappie already, so I think we're doing good. Oops. There's one. He grabbed it. That might be another crappie. Yep. Look at there. Well, here's some tips. If you want to catch a crappie, just go fishing. Don't jump on there. Wow. All right, join the crowd. He didn't like that at all. I'm going to keep throwing this little guy. Get me about 4 or 5 more of them crappie, I'll be ready. There's one. That might be another one. Ooh, that might be a bass, boys. Yeah, that's a bass. Wow. Well, at this point, guys, I don't think I could really go wrong with either technique, you know. That's the kind of day you're looking for. You get a couple of techniques that you are pretty confident will catch fish. Look at that. Another healthy 1.5 pounds. You know, it's a good day for me. It'd be a good day for anybody. Got again. There's one. I bet that's another crappie. Please let it be a crappie, because I sure would love to eat some tonight. Another crappie. Well, I've got a good on him. Woo. There we go. Wow. Crappie have a unique pattern to them. See, some of the ones I've been catching, they've been really silver, but this one's got a lot of black in it. Welcome to the club. Back here with your little brothers and sisters. There you go. Let them over there. I can't believe this. There's one. What this is. That might be a bass. No, it's a bass. It's a bass. My camera's still rolling? Yep, my camera's still rolling. He's barely hooked. Ah. There we go. Right at the top of the mouth. Boy, I barely caught him. Got that black spot on his tail. We've got a lot of fish in this lake that's got that trait. It's nothing, it's nothing detrimental. Just characteristic. Wish I had my hand towel. Now my stinks. There's one. Right the same. Ooh, that's a good one. That joker. Pulling. Speaking of pulling, I keep telling my buddy Russ Pulling to come out here and go fishing with me. He looks at me and says, no. What you think now, Pulling? Oh, he's barely hooked. Get some momentum and hoist him in. There we go. Oh, wow. Look at here. Smoked it. Look at the belly on that thing. Would you say that one is full of eggs? I would say so. That's a fat fish. Healthy fish. So, good times. go, little man. Ah, stop it. I always keep a pair of pliers. Little bitty guy. Problem, it's raining. And I told myself if I get one more before it really moves in, I don't know how bad it's gonna get, I'll go home. So I got one more. But it's a dinker. I can't finish on a dinker. I gotta get a big one. So I gotta figure out how to get one more big one in this boat before I go home. There's another one. There's another one. Picking it up right there in that gravel bed. Catch a lot of these. I done lost count, guys. I don't know how many I've caught so far. There's one. Don't tell them what that is. Oh, it's another bass. Good one too. Cool, he swallowed that thing. Swallowed it. You want to know how you know you're throwing the right crankbait? Look at that. Absolutely swallowed it. There's another one. Might be another crappie, guys. Wow. Good Lord, what is this? Well, that's one way to catch a crappie. Look at here. Foul hooked. Wow. Sorry about your luck there, buddy. Another slab. Okay, guys. This is getting stupid. That is a tank crappie. I just don't even know what to say at this point other than thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. That's a tub for a crappie here in this lake. I'm gonna eat good tonight. It smells good too. Well, he swallowed it too. But not too bad. That time it was a steady retrieve instead of the retrieve I was using earlier. I swapped it up. He, same spot I've been casting in for the past 30 minutes. Change it up. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Totally was shocked by today. I thought it would be really tough fishing conditions. It took me a while to catch my first fish. But I was going to tell you real quick 2 techniques that I was using today that caught the fish for me. Now, Strike King makes some great products, and one of the products that I was using today is the Strike King Banshee series. I usually use the KVD square bill crankbait. Doesn't have any rattles in it, and it does quite well. And I use it in a green gizzard shad. This one is called Simple Shad, but it's basically the same color. Let me let you get a good look at it. Same color as the green gizzard shad. Now my crankbait was just a little bit bigger than that. I think this is the Series 1. Actually, it's the same one I was using. It's got a nice rattle in it. So what would happen is when I would reel it through there really quick, it'd hit that gravel and it would rattle. And it caught a bunch of fish today. The other technique I was using was a Texas rig. I was using a tungsten 3/8 ounce weight with a 3/0 offset shank hook, and I was using Zoom's 6-inch black lizard with a blue sparkle tail. You can find these anywhere. You can find these anywhere. I've got a ton of these because I caught them on sale somewhere, so they were really cheap. But anyway, those are the techniques that I used today to catch all those bass and all the crappie. I had to get out of the house because I had to get out of the house. Heather said I stunk like fish. So I was outside cleaning the fish, got cleaned up, and now I got some fish fillets to fry. So I've got a ton of crappie in a bowl, ended up with 6 of them, and I'm ready to go cook them. So thanks for watching the show. Those are the techniques I used today. Hope you learned something a little bit. Hope you had a good time watching the show. Not too bad for my first outing in 2018. So turkey season's coming right up. Got some good things going there. Hopefully I have an episode aired very soon of us getting ready for turkey season. So stick around. Going to be a great year. Thanks for watching the show. Follow us on Instagram at madco_outdoors, and make sure you click the subscribe button here at Madco Outdoors. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.